Hello. Thank you for calling Bright House. This is John Michael Montgomery. Why did I use a country music star's name, John Michael Montgomery?
I don't know.
My improv went there. I was looking for an Indian man's name that would sound American. I went John Michael Montgomery.
Well, that's something he'd use because he heard it. Every call.
The chat room's like, what the hell is happening? Because it was just the background of the beach while they were hearing that. What's up? We're back.
You know, I don't think this needs
we're just
to
having
be
a good
said
time
to the chat room, but if anybody's trying to call me and give me information, you are not going to get it to me. You need to text me.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I do not answer any call anymore. I cannot because it's always people looking to loan the business money.
Yeah.
Or some sort of scam.
PayPal's got me, dude. PayPal thinks I'm you.
Yeah.
And they want to give me $100,000. Oh, they're calling back.
Yeah. It's all loan calls. I don't know that. It's all from call center.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Are y'all on the air?
We are. Do you want to pretend like we're just picking up the call live and be part of the show?
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter.
Well, I mean, like it would waste less of our time if you would acquiesce.
Yeah, let's just do it on the show,
Yeah.
sir.
Let's just do it live, okay? Like, don't
Sounds
curse.
good.
Don't curse, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right, and use hands free. You got to use hand. Are you on hands free? Are you hands free?
I am.
Pick up your phone and put it to your ear.
Yeah, we can't lose any listeners. No, I'm kidding. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Tom, start us.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're doing here.
We're coming back from.
Here we go. Bring us back. 3, 2.
Welcome back to a corporate time. We've got a caller on the line.
Caller, you have your say to the USA.
Oh man,
This mother F word. This mother F word.
you know, is
Hold on, I can get his
nervous?
number. I can get his number,
No.
and I'm going to dox him. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to get his number, and I'm going to say his number.
He just wanted to call and leave a message.
I'm going to say his number right now.
We can't do that.
I'm going to. Yes, I can. I can.
No,
I don't think there's
our,
a rule.
We tell our listeners call us and leave us a voicemail.
I don't
we
think-
play voicemails. He wanted to leave us a voicemail that we picked
Hold on.
up.
You brought up something interesting.
We
I don't
Shanghaied
think
him,
I don't think that
which
you
I
can,
will continue to say.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Because
sorry.
when I say Shanghai, I don't mean any type of horrible death and destruction. I mean the hit movie Shanghai Noon with the beloved superstar Jackie Chan. Everybody loves a Jackie Chan.
It's a slide of the
I
hand.
can't say that.
It's a
Slide of the Chan. It's a slide of the Chan. Can I say
it's
slide of
nothing
the Chan?
bad. Let's get out of here.
Jacqueline Chan. Somebody said in the chat.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm mad at that man.
Call back later. Leave us a voicemail.
Yeah, I'm sorry I put you on the spot.
But if you do call, there is a small chance that we'll pick up in between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m.
You brought up something right before vacation where you believe that people don't think that we work as hard as we do. That they think
for sure,
we are rich and we're just effing around in here every day's a party.
My family, people I know.
Oh, I hear your wife saying, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "What am I doing?"
My wife knows
What
now.
am I doing?
Because I come home stressed out of kicking the dog around. But
And he doesn't have a dog.
But
You know how stressed you have to be to kick an imaginary dog?
my friends will still ask me, like, hey, what are you doing this week? And I'm like, oh, what do you mean what am I doing? I'll get back to work.
I'm
Like,
going
I'm
in
working
there and
the
I
whole-
talk to Daniel.
I'm working the whole work week. What are you doing?
yeah.
The same thing. And they're like, well, calm down.
You're rich. They're like, I know you're rich. Where are you going? To Orlando City game? You're having a cocktail with George Lopez? It's like that happened one time.
Yeah, those ships have sailed.
That ship did sail. I was laying in bed this morning thinking about how good 2015 was to us and thinking about how bad 2025 is. To us. I'm like, in 10 years, the castle is crumbling.
Well, that
10
one time
years.
Hulk Hogan, it was a good time.
Oh, my God.
Thunder in Paradise.
Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah. Then,
I look at the mirror, I look like a big buff Hulk Hogan. Now I look at the mirror, I look like an emaciated AIDS Hogan.
Everybody has their Thunder of Paradise years.
They
and,
do.
You know,
and I'm not in mine right
and
now.
guess
I'm so
what?
weak and my balls are long now. I have long balls.
If you ask yourself when they're coming or when they were, it'll never happen.
Exactly. So, sir, we're mad at you. You Shanghaied us.
All right.
Shanghai Noon.
So
Well, I had some. You got something you want to jump into?
Well, I listen to a lot like and I
Okay.
wanted to
I want to
talk
talk
about them.
Okay, let's talk sports.
So I hear narratives in sports, and I try to like narrow it down to people that like, you know, the bigger companies like, First Take, and you go like ESPN and stuff, and the bigger the corporation, like the more like entertainment it is. You know what I'm saying? Where someone's not telling you. They're just this kind of radio. It's like you come up with a topic just to get people's interest to be entertaining.
Right.
And you don't necessarily believe it. You're just like throwing it out there like, oh, this is the
What
narrative.
What if?
Yeah, and the narrative.
Could there be? Could he be?
So there's a thing that's happening right now with the Dallas Cowboys, with Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons, right? And Micah Parsons is a really good defensive player. I'm not going to break it down to position, but
yeah, I think people know. Yeah,
he's
good.
He's a really good pass rusher. Which recently there's been other pass
He could
rushers,
be a legacy defensive player for that team,
yeah,
right?
of course, yeah, that have got a huge payday recently, including Myles Garrett from the Browns, who also requested a trade, and then all of a sudden they paid him over $100 million, and he's like, I love the Browns.
I didn't know he got paid out yet.
Yeah. T.J. Watt from the Steelers got a historic
record-breaking deal.
Yeah. It's just like the quarterbacks, because look what's happening. If you kind of look at the broad view of it, when quarterbacks are getting paid the highest contracts, right? Who is the number one arch nemesis of a quarterback is the pass rusher. He's trying to tackle you before you get to throw the ball, right? And not giving you enough time. So that is limiting what a really good quarterback can do.
My favorite player in Madden is the pass rusher.
So they're getting huge deals. Now Micah Parsons wants his huge deal, right? I guess his contract's up. I don't know the exact, but he wants a huge deal. Maybe he's got a year left, but it doesn't. The years of your contract do not matter anymore. They just all of a sudden give you money.
People always say that, and I'm like, that. I don't think that's a thing.
Anytime you want to get paid, you just say, I don't want to be here anymore, or put that out, and then they give you. They're like, all right, be quiet, just And
I don't think I've ever, unless you're an a-hole, I don't even think that's worked against any player, unless you're an a-hole. Which means people don't want to be with you. But if you have the talent, it almost works every time. It's like, I don't want to be here. All right, we'll trade you.
They'll pay an a-hole, like even to keep them, because if you're producing, if you're helping win, that's all they care about. Well, it's pretty interesting.
Well, if you were an a-hole that wasn't producing.
Yes. Oh, no.
But you still have the talent, because there's plenty of guys that are talented a-holes that just aren't doing good, that aren't getting paid.
They booted Aaron Rodgers out of New York. They had the opportunity.
Get out of here, bozo.
Yeah. You know why? Because he didn't win. And that's it.
All right, so get back to your narrative here. Let's break it down.
So what's interesting is now Micah Parsons has requested a trade, and it's partly because Jerry Jones, and this is the drama behind it, Jerry Jones in an interview, because he's a crazy old man, and he does interviews all the time, just saying whatever he feels, and he says the truth, which by the way, people are like, you shouldn't do this, Jerry, but it's entertaining to the rest of us. So I love it, because most owners keep it close to the vest and do not put out all this information.
I can say this, right? Like, I've never liked Jerry Jones. But when I hear the radio interviews, I like Jerry Jones.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, it is. It's more of a...
He's an entertaining character.
Yeah, and it's like if Ric Flair owned a football team. I'm like, I'm okay with that.
And when he dies, the football is going to be less entertaining in this aspect, because I like the crazy oil baron owner that says what he wants and doesn't care about anything, Anyway, so back, he made some comment on an interview about his players, like, hey, we'll pay our players, but we got to make sure they're healthy and they don't get hurt.
His quote was, he's about Micah Parsons not playing. Jerry said, it's just a trade request. It's just part of the negotiation process. So don't lose any sleep over it.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened.
That's my Jerry Jones. That's pretty good.
So the trade request that happened after Jerry Jones said, like, hey, if you stay healthy, maybe we'll pay you more. And then Micah Parsons like, screw you. Basically said, like, hey, I put my heart and soul. I put myself on the line for this team. I get injured, and this is how you repay me. So it's been kind of a
little back and forth.
P match back and forth. Then he requested a trade. But what I like about it is Jerry Jones is calling him out on the interview and he's like, this is all part of it. Because guess what it is? We just saw with Myles Garrett. He requested a trade, and then everybody's like, oh, he's leaving. He's done with this. And then they paid him. They only care about money. And this is where
Well, is Jerry petty enough, though, to...
Every player, everybody.
Is he petty enough, though, to sit on Micah? Because they're dying on the hill we're not trading.
No, but he did, yeah. And he doesn't have to. And he did this with Dak, too, for whatever reason. And it could be just to have that money collect more interest. Because think about what the interest per day is on $100 million. Because there's a weird thing, and if you get really into the business of like these contracts, like when the guaranteed money, they have to put it in like some weird escrow. So, like, and by the way, when they say guaranteed, that every dollar they say guaranteed, that's why when the contracts are different than guaranteed, the only thing that matters is guaranteed. The contract could be some bloated thing filled with incentives.
Well, it moves, right?
Yeah, it's like, if you win 3 Super Bowls,
right. It's ever moving. Like things are taken away, things are added, incentives are brought in, but the guaranteed is the guarantee.
The overall point of all this is when I hear all this, and it makes me, I'm double down on these players only care about money. Micah Parsons, he may be legitimately insulted, but when Jerry Jones gives him the next historic contract for a pass rusher, and he will stay there, and he will not
he'll be
say
Cowboy through and through. Cowboy blue, silver and blue, baby.
And I've heard even people say, like, oh, you've now insulted him. He doesn't have his heart in it.
So you don't think it's that deep?
It is. No, of course. It's only money, because the money is so much that, like I was telling you, this is not only generational money. This is generational money of everybody around you.
And Parsons' beef
everybody.
But Parsons' beef is
100 million, dude.
Is that that he wants a formal negotiation with a team representative, and he says that this old man owner talking to me and yada yada is an outdated thing. And my answer to that would be, of course it's outdated. You're talking to Jerry Jones. He's Mr. Outdated.
But all I'm saying is Micah Parsons' emotional state of what he wants does not matter. He only wants the money, and he will be there.
Well, it does matter, though. Hold on. Doesn't it matter to the fans if he leaks that? It matters if he says, I'm emotional, and then the fans are like, we're emotional too.
Yeah, because
it does have something there.
You know who told him to leak all that? His agent.
Right,
who cares only about the money? Because Micah Parsons is an agent, one of the Rosenhouses, they're like, we've done this before. We know exactly this is how we get you paid. This is how we get paid. Right. It's only money. For Jerry Jones, it's only about the money. For all these organizations, it's about the money. And it does suck for the fan to realize, like, hey, none of these players give a damn about the team, about the heritage of the team. You know, it's like any of this BS narrative.
And I think
that
you just said it, but I was reading something.
Their own emotions, whether they want to, they'll play whoever pays them the most.
Isn't this also like, maybe this is a bad analogy. This is Walking Dead. We've been through this. We know what's going to happen here. You're going to kill the leader and then move on to the next city, and then you'll find a new enemy in the next city. You know, Jerry Jones has always been the villain. And the narrative of the players backing Parsons and the fans backing Parsons and
care.
Jerry being it's playing out the way it's supposed to play out. Is what I'm saying.
No, but I like that Jerry Jones calls it out, because that's entertaining.
I do like how
and
like
we're
when
saying
he's talking
you
about,
shouldn't do this. I'm
he's
like,
talking
I like
about players peckers on the sideline. I like that. It's more fun.
When we eventually, and we will, lose this character, it'll be a little bit less entertaining until a new one pops up. But
when we lost Antonio Brown, I was sad. I told you I loved how insanely now he's murdered somebody now, right? Or possible attempted murder.
He's wanted.
He's real bad. It's real bad now.
But the unfortunate thing is this kind of owner is going to die with Jerry, and it's being now his son's going to pick it up, I don't know, but he's not going to be the same character. And
when are they owned by corporations?
Well, that's what essentially Denver is owned by the Walton family, and it's essentially run like a corporation. They don't have some love like Jerry Jones, like a love for the Cowboys and bought the team and then like cared.
I'm
like
a Cowboy,
and he's in trade. And that's what everybody hates about it.
He's out there to practice.
Denver's run by a corporation. They didn't care that guaranteed money they gave to Wilson. Russell Wilson. They lost $100 million or like $80 million. They didn't care. They were like, we have infinite money. They got him out. They lost the money, brought in a super high-paid coach, and then like, I don't know. And guess what? Denver is going to make the playoffs again. Has a run to make the Super Bowl because they just run it like a corporation. Green Bay, they're owned by the people.
The people, yeah.
And so they have.
That's an interesting one.
They have a board. They don't have one crazy owner. They have a board. And they make business decisions like a company would.
I like that.
And look at their QB record. And what happened?
Arthur Blank's crazy, not quite as crazy as Jerry, but he's one of those who puts his hand in thing. I like that. I do like it.
But it hinders the team.
It monkeys up a lot of stuff. I mean, some would say that maybe the interest that Arthur Blank showed in maybe a particular quarterback may have rattled Matt Ryan.
Penix, that. Although at least you have him this year, and
well, I remember. I mean, back in the day when we were like on the bubble with Matt. It seemed like that got more sticky than it needed to because of our ownership.
But also, I watched the another one.
I didn't want to say his name, Ghost, but yeah, Deshaun Watson.
One last thing too.
Remember when Arthur Blank was all big on him?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it seemed like Atlanta was going to get. Boy, did we dodge a bullet there.
But what I'm kind of trying to put out there is all the emotional narratives that the media tries to put out there, storylines, albeit it's entertaining. It's all BS because for instance, remember when Aaron Rodgers and they drafted Jordan Love, right? And then the narrative is like, oh, what an insult to Aaron Rodgers. Now, I'm sure maybe personally he behind the scenes, and even he talked a little bit about it in the documentary.
Right?
Yeah,
like, I'm getting older, so this is what happened.
But all that mattered is he continued to play, and continued to win. Because as soon as he stops doing that, he loses his job.
Right,
a meritocracy. Like it's only about winning.
Right.
So how he felt about it didn't change his preparation for the game and his wanting to win. Well, and that's what everybody.
If anything, it couldn't.
Yeah.
It can't.
So no one uses their emotion, and that affects their business. Because there's too much stakes now. There's too much money. We're talking about way too big of a business. Yeah. So, like, the emotional narratives that they try to weave in there, I don't think exist. And that's basically what I'm saying.
God, Ghost from a New Bull, who is in our Twitch chat room. And if you want to watch our show, you can head on over to Twitch or YouTube. Just search for @TomAndDanLive. He said something that I did not know because I was mentioning Arthur Blank and him wanting to get Deshaun Watson in there and how we dodged a bullet, meaning the Atlanta Falcons. I love the Atlanta Falcons. He said that they sent Deshaun a Atlanta Falcons jersey.
Oh, they wanted him to
I
come
did not know that.
Imagine
that's scary. That is scary.
They're probably like,
how bad
wow.
Oh, my God. Where's that jersey now, too? If we can get our hands on the Deshaun Watson jersey that was used as bait.
Yeah,
but we didn't get him. That's a piece of history, right? That's the one you want to frame on your wall.
Yeah. I'm sure he has it, right? I mean, they sent it to
him.
Threw
it away? Or
no,
his
he don't
agent
throw it
took
away.
It?
No, you keep that as some sort of memory.
So?
Yeah. I mean, because he's essentially, even though he's still getting paid and they still have him as part of the team.
Oh my God,
he'll never see a snap again.
Ghost goes on. He says it was in the background of one of his tweets he made in the basement. He had that one and the Browns back there.
He probably knew. Yeah, and then
that's a low-key level troll. Yeah,
part of his agent.
Hey, hang that up. Let's troll.
Because all he said was like, whatever gets me the most money. Again,
yeah.
Think about it for you and us personally. Like, if someone's paying you an insane $10 million more for this or this, you're like, okay, like that's an insane amount, you know. And now we're talking about $100 million. Anyway, all right, we will be right back.
I had something else if you wanted to jump on it, but where's this go?
I just figured that is. Can it be Tuesday 2? I don't know how long we were with Tuesday 1. Let me see. Or did we go 30?
We did 32, so that puts us at
yeah, I know, yeah.
47. It'll work.
We could put
it's only 30 seconds over. I mean,
we could just stick that for Tuesday 3 and then do 25 with 25 to 27 with Jay, and then we can go back and do 10 minutes for Tuesday.
Yeah, I've got
2.
a 10.
So put that for Tuesday 3.
Okay, cool. I got a 10-second thing. If you want to do it now, we can just.
Yeah, it's just a 10-minute.
It's something you already mentioned, but okay.
And then we'll do a segment with Jay.
Oh, that hurts my heart. That would have been really bad. And Penix is such a better choice.
Oh yeah,
just a cleaner slate. Just everything about it is better. Although they've been saying Penix is the word is he's really been throwing crazy good to Kyle Pitts. And I'm like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it.
God, you become convinced that, like, how could you make that big of a mistake? But it's hard, I guess. I heard on a podcast the other day, in the NFL, you cannot replicate real games during practice in the NFL. It just doesn't. You can't replicate it. And in any other sport, you could replicate the intensity.
Have they analyzed why that is?
Because the game.
Too many variables?
There's too many players doing too many things and at full speed, and because it's full contact, that's the problem. You can't replicate full contact.
No, so it's like a fight. You can't.
You can't replicate.
Yeah.
You could
that
spar.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So like in baseball, you can play 100% as hard as you can
because it's not contact.
Yeah, and then basketball, same thing, and even hockey, somewhat. Yeah. You're not checking.
Even basketball, I'd say you can't. You can pull back a little bit, but because it's physical, it's more physical. But football is full physical.
Yeah.
All right. You want me to start here?
Yeah.
Does it come back?
This is coming back, yeah. Tuesday,
here we
too.
go. 3, 2. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So, while I was on my Georgia vacation, and I didn't expect to find it smack dab in the middle of the mountains in what is considered LJ, Georgia, up there in North Georgia, right by the Cartacay River. But I used my very first AI fast food ordering experience where the screen is just a speaker and it's a massive screen and everything is done AI.
Okay, yeah.
And it was at Bojangles. We went to get, I didn't expect it to be at Bojangles.
Yeah,
So it's weird to see it at I'm going for some chicken and biscuits. And we get up there and it's the AI voice is AI and it's calculating things super fast.
So they've been using and dabbling with like voice recognition software, but the AI is just a super advanced version of that, right?
It's what it seems like.
An artificial voice instead of a human voice takes your order.
The one that I hate is that when you pull up and it's like, thank you for pulling up to Dairy Queen. We'll be right with you. What you want? And I'm like, well, hold on a second. You got to have some continuity. At least have the person.
Have the person record different voices.
Yes. And then you have to log in your voice before I get there because when I get
number 2.
Yeah, when I get the corporate lady and then, I get the guy, he's yelling at me.
Yeah. Just for business.
Just so it's nothing.
So it sounds uniform.
It's continuity is what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Continuity. It's just like having some pride in your product.
It's jarring when you're like, whoa, what happened to the British lady?
It's like, what is happening here? That's neither here nor there. But this was at Bojangles, and it's just so fast. And it's to the point. It's like, can I take your order? And then you say what you want, and it's like, can I get you anything else? And then we add something else. It's like, can I get you anything else? And then you add something else. It's like, can I get you anything else? And then you're like, no. And it's like, thank you, pull up. Your order is $14.16.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's listing what you ordered on the screen so you know it's correct.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to repeat it back
and
to you.
It's huge. It's a big old man screen. Where,
it understands, and it must understand even the worst English, right? Or it wouldn't work. Because think about it. Like, no one's speaking the King's English to the damn thing.
Technically, now hold on a second. You just thought of something I didn't think of. They added Grok to my car now, so now I can tap the button while I'm driving down the road, and it'll answer questions for me or all this kind of stuff. It'll also talk to me in any language there is. So I'm guessing that AI could do Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees, look at these. It could do them all.
And understand even like broken English.
Yeah, rapid fire, Spanglish, whatever you want to call it. It should be able to do it all.
Or just like bad speaking or muffled.
Yeah.
Like it just probably picks up.
It's going to guess. It's going to use its active.
Artificial intelligence.
Just like what we do with typing.
Yeah.
It's going to like look at the word and go, well, I know the closest guess to that, and I know where your thumbs go on the keyboard, so I can dictate where I think you were going.
And if it's not right, you say, oh, that's not right, and then it goes erases it. Like, it's just, this is the future, and it's never going back.
Well, this one made me sad.
We're never
this one
going
did
back.
Make me a little sad. And I'm not saying sad for me, because it's going to make my fast food experience way better.
Yeah.
I'm sad for people that have that job, that are good at it, that actually need the job, because I can't see it going backwards, and that is sad.
Yeah.
It's one of the first jobs that I've seen that when I used it, I was like, look, I've used the touchscreens inside McDonald's. They're crap. I've used that's all crap. Taco Bell, it's all crap. This was really good.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really good.
Well, the touchscreen stuff is like when you go to Wawa and they order a sub or whatever, like, I don't know why they don't make touchscreen for public subs, because they should, and they just have the people back there making the, and these, like, they should adopt that.
I wonder why they haven't done that.
I'm sure they're in talks. It probably just because the cost of outfitting that many Publix with that technology is probably tens of millions of dollars.
Probably more than that.
It's an insane amount, but I'm sure it's going to go there because it just eliminates. Now, Publix may not want that per se, because they're not really in the sub business. They're mainly in the people.
So they might want the people there just to deter you from getting that many subs.
And because they want you grocery shopping. Now, I don't know the business of Publix, and maybe they do make a fortune on subs, but it seems like they're not really making it super efficient. So maybe they're not, or that's like a side business they don't really care about. But you're right. This is 100% where all fast food ordering is going to go to, and I can't see a reason why they'd continue to use real people, right? There's no reason to.
Just for taking the order,
no reason to.
There is no reason to.
Because there's so much mistakes they can make.
You could put that other person, at least for in the meantime, before you decide to really slash jobs, you could put him in the back making the food better.
Yeah,
and checking the bags. Make him check the bags if you want to keep him employed. Make him check the bag and hand it to me so the order's right. That's actually got value to me.
100%.
But him taking the order there's no need for that anymore. And this one did make me sad. And it had Bojangles, dude, and it was good.
No,
really well done. Massive 4K digital screen. It was good. It was really, really good.
And AI is gonna just take so much of this. But again, like you said, they still need people to make the food, and that's where we were wrong as a society. Because remember, we were like, it's going all robots. Like in my mind, this is maybe how dumb I am. I'm thinking of like a robot hand flipping the burger and a robot hand making the
No,
fly.
we all thought that. I'm not going to let you hang yourself on that one. That's not fair. When everybody said robots are taking the jobs, everyone thought of that stupid hamburger flipping robot.
Yeah, short circuit. His eyebrows are
Johnny
flapping.
Five is alive.
And he's flipping the burgers, but that's way more complicated than the automated AI software. Yeah, it's like, they're just taking orders. Like, you still have humans back there making the food. Like, okay.
Yeah, it was never Terminator. It was always just an iPad with a software on it.
Yeah. It's the brain that's the most dangerous.
That's what my wife says. That's what my wife says.
But yeah, like it's, and I imagine maybe it will go to robotics, but the robotics part is, again, hard to outfit that many McDonald's, and then now you have now you're gonna have to have an army of mechanics, right, fixing the robotics, because like those, like that's where people's jobs may go. Or those robots fixing robots.
I mean, let's talk about self-checkout. I mean, the ones over here that we have are down all the time.
Yeah,
they're always broken.
Yeah. They it seems now.
I think it's just from use, right? It's just from massive amounts of people going through there.
But I mean, they'll figure it out, and it's like as soon as you can get less and less people, that's what companies want, because it's so much more cost efficient.
Yeah. You want to do a couple emails?
Yeah.
All right. Let's maybe do one or two before we get out of here. Hey guys, just listened and watch Wifecast therapy session with Dr. Colette. She's not a doctor either. We got to stop saying that.
I call everybody a doctor too. If they're any sort of industry, they have any sort of like patients.
Yeah.
I'm
like, what are you doing over there? What do you do? She's like, I talk to people. I'm like, you're a doctor. It's fine. It's pretty much the same as what she said, but in a shorter, more clear explanation. Wait a minute. So you're saying you can sum up what Dr. Colette said in a more clear and better way?
She's a GD doctor.
Yeah. This is from Suzette. She goes, this statement has saved my relationship when I finally started using it because I'm a helper like Tom and Andrea. The statement is, do you need me to listen or do you need a solution? If you are a person who needs to vent, start with it if you can. I just need to vent, and I need you to listen, not solve anything. Or if you're the one being vented to, if they don't start with that, ask, I just want to, do you need me to listen or solve? Then everyone is on the same page. The helper knows whether or not they need to be by solution or just by listening. Of course, the just listening part takes practice if you're used to helping, but it's learnable. Just wanted to help out if I could. Suzette,
listen, I love you because you love me.
She's
and I love everybody that loves me. You love me, I love you.
Yeah. She's convinced she could convince your wife to let her sleep with you one night.
Suzette, it's impossible in a relationship to ask the person that's coming in and all stressed out, and obviously you love that person, so they're stressed, they're upset, and then now they start telling you why, right? And then as they tell you why, all you can think about is, wow, I could solve this problem that they're so stressed about and make my partner happy.
But you're missing one part. You're missing one part you're not saying. No, you're missing one part you're not saying. Okay, let me see, because I say this to Andrea. I say it in my brain. I go, I could fix this right now for her because I'm smarter than her.
No,
but she won't let me. That's the part you're missing, right?
No. It's the thing that I can't comprehend is you telling me a problem that I could fix But you don't want me to fix it.
She doesn't think you can fix it, though.
Yeah, no, I know she does.
And she doesn't like your
Well,
answer.
that's an insult. That's an insult.
Oh, my God, you're Micah Parsons. And I'm Jerry Jones.
Oh, I'll take the money, though. $100 million, I'll take it. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time.
That's really ridiculous.
What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Where do we put that tea? Is that
Tuesday 2.
Tuesday 2. Okay, I got it now. Thank you. Come on in, man.
What's going on?
Just, flapping our dick suckers.
And yes, the goddamn drive-thru thing drives me nuts. Donuts does it too.
It's better than the employees, Jay.
Yeah, no, he's talking about the Dunkin' Donuts one. It'll be like, thank you for coming to the Colonial Drive Dunkin' Donuts. We'll be right with you. And then the next person up there's like, hey, I got your order.
And then I fell for it the first couple times. And then after that, it was like, no, I know what this is heading.
Yeah, I really, everything we...
Now it's just going to go full AI. Where,
that's fine. I'd prefer that.
We don't eat a ton of junk food, the Dennis family, but we eat a decent amount because of dance. You're on the go a lot, so you're going to have some quick meals. We do nothing because of my cheap wife. We do nothing via the speaker hole. Everything is done on the app. She's always got free shit. Like free donuts, free coffee, free. She'll be like, oh, I got a free this, free that. Like, yeah, she
McDonald's
uses.
is the best for that.
McDonald's gives away so much free food.
Those points and stuff, it's ridiculous.
I don't think people understand how much. Like, Andrea's got so much free points on McDonald's just from buying Maisie like shitty dance food.
That shit burns off instantly anyway, so.
But they're giving away so much stuff because they want to move everybody to. It's what Uber did, whereas like it did make traveling so inexpensive that everybody's like, well, I'll Uber everywhere. Then they slowly raise the prices. And have you tried to Uber lately? It's not what it was.
No,
it isn't. Not. You're like, goddamn. Now you're like, well, shit, I will drive drunk.
Yeah, they give you. Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
what's 10 grand?
It's funny you said that. The numbers are up.
$45. Like,
numbers are up. Your county's the best.
I've done it for years. I can do it now.
No,
I'm just joking.
Seminole's good. Seminole's good. You're only Seminole County's only 2 out of every 100,000 people. Orange is bad. We're 8 DUIs.
More popular.
Water Lake is crazy where I'm at.
Oh, well, out in the boonies or anything on the beach. They just did the numbers this morning because I watched the news while I'm on the stupid Peloton. And the coast, like all the beach communities, it's like DUI city. It's all DUIs.
Yeah.
You got mascot and stuff like that. It's like, yeah.
Everybody's driving drunk. It's just wherever the most cops are. So they can just catch more people.
Doesn't matter if you get caught.
It's like,
oh, do you want headphones? Okay, great. Okay, awesome. Are you good? You want to start?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. Make sure his camera's lined up good. And your secondary.
Oh, do we have a intro for?
We did.
J-per-view?
I gotta find it. I have it.
Okay.
I got it.
Did you see SummerSlam at all, Dan?
I didn't, man, because on vacation.
I saw the clips on TikTok, and that's enough.
Good enough. You get the gist of it pretty much.
That's how everybody consumes shit, by the way.
Yeah, I watched 8.5 hours of wrestling. I could have watched in 20 minutes.
All right. Why don't you start, Mr. Van? Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Our buddies Jay. Oh God.
Let's do that again. Let's do it again.
There's 2 of them.
I'm not gonna let you go down like that.
You know what? I'm 43 years old. I'm gonna start. We're gonna start doing this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you sound like that. That's not fair to you. Here we go. In 3, 2. Why are you doing an Asian accent? You can't do that. You cannot do that. How many times have I told you to do that?
I just couldn't do it again because
I turned the microphones on. Let's go.
Because
you can't do that.
No, I knew Twitch was watching.
That.
I couldn't be fake. I can't be fake. I couldn't just do it again and pretend like I didn't screw it up the first time. So I had to screw it up the second time.
Our buddy Jay is here. We're gonna talk a little bit of Florida's favorite sport, wrestling. Let's do it.
Hey. 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 It's the J-per-view. Hey. It's the J-per-view. Hey. He talks smack and drops wrestling facts. Okay. It's the J-per-view. Hey. It's the J-per-view. Hey.
Why does stuff like
There
that?
may
I like
never
that. I like that. Oh, go, 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 go.
There'll never be another band ever again soon. I mean, because
No, who needs bands?
Yeah. That's a pretty.
Yeah.
We'd have to pay someone an absurd amount of money if we were like, "Hey, can you make an intro?" Or,
You know, but for us though, it works because, no offense, but this just isn't that important.
not even a little bit.
Yeah,
In
this
fact,
is not important at all.
the intro song is way better than this segment's gonna be.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no way Jay could ever hold up to that much of an intro.
Also, because wrestling is also something that's really hard to talk about because wrestling fans and wrestling aficionados are very opinionated.
Oh, yeah.
And they all hate each other. And I would argue that wrestling viewers are the hardest to please. They're
Oh, yeah.
some of the hardest
Absolutely.
to please.
Yep.
You guys are worse than the Marvel nerds.
Oh, yeah,
You're
definitely.
way worse than the Marvel nerds. And I'm mean to the Marvel guys. You listen to the show.
Yep.
I think wrestling people are worse.
This is
Yes.
why I like this segment, because the wrestling fans hate it, and then the non-wrestling fans hate it.
Yeah.
So it's all
double hate.
Glad to know I can bring it down so well coming in here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, a double hate.
How's your confidence feeling?
Yeah, that's
You're a double
great.
hate Jay.
That's why EJ's had a job for so long.
Yeah.
Even though it's a job that doesn't pay him anything.
It's like an anger listen that people have. So, all right, this past weekend, SummerSlam.
Yep, absolutely.
So
2
I
days.
guess we should start with that. So, what is happening in wrestling land?
Well, first of all, let me preface this because I get some heat from the there's a BDM wrestling group that I do nothing but crap on AEW. I give you a no crapping on AEW guarantee today, boys. So don't
Oh,
worry
wow.
about that.
All right, no crapping.
Well, they stopped listening, Jay, because they hate it. So,
I mean, I get it.
So you have to
Yep.
go back to crapping on AEW.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, just get them interested again.
So SummerSlam,
Yes.
I want to talk about just the clips I see on TikTok, because the only clip I continue to see is
Jelly Roll get
Yep.
and then somebody say
the Logan Paul, right?
Yeah.
Is it Logan Paul basically doing a body slam off the top ropes?
Was that a body slam? No.
Oh God, I don't know what the.
It's a
hell-
splash.
It's a splash.
Oh, okay.
What's
What's
body
the
wasn't
difference?
slam
gonna
is
say
when you
anything,
slam
Dan.
a body.
Oh, okay.
A body slam.
Okay, I don't know the.
You didn't do any of
I'm
this.
not a
I figured
nerd.
you were a Miami kid. Like in the sticks of Florida when we grew up,
No.
wrestling was what you did. You went out in the woods and you kicked each other in the pecker.
Yeah. No, Miami's North Cuba. You know what I'm saying? It's not that,
I know you were fighting in a small militia at the time.
Yeah, I know bananas.
Oh my God, that is terrible. That is
That's what
terrible.
they
That
like.
is
They
terrible.
told me. They emailed me.
So SummerSlam.
In case you're joining,
I'm just
joining
joking.
us, Tom started the show by bananas.
Started off swimmingly. I loved it. It was
All right, so
fantastic.
SummerSlam. We're SummerSlamming.
Yes, 2 nights for some reason. I don't know. I mean, granted, they want to put 60,000 people in a stadium 2 nights in a row. 'cause
They've
it's a
been
money
doing
grab.
this, right? They've been doing this where they take the pay-per-view that used to be one night, and then the way I knew it was starting as like a money grab is when they started making it the weekend, where it's like, hey, come on Thursday night and you can be part of the medal ceremony for Hulk Hogan and and some other wrestler. And then-
WrestleMania started.
And then you'll do the Hall of Fame, and then we do the dinner with Mean Gene Oakland's Ghost, and then the next night it's the main event, and then the night after that it's the recap, and it's like, come on.
WrestleMania started that, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, doing 2 nights. And now they're going to do it with SummerSlam, and now they're talking about doing it with Royal Rumble and Survivor Series. So it'll be 2 nights
I think it's a
of
bad-
every pay-per-view. It's annoying.
I think it's a bad idea because
Yep.
I think it takes away. I like a lot of wrestling, and I think they can squeeze all of it into one night and make it more special. I don't know.
Make it a one 5-hour show. You don't need Karrion Kross for Sami Zayn at a pay-per-view in front of 60,000 people.
It used to be special matches, and this kind of goes along with greed, and it goes along with comedy specials.
Yeah.
Comedy specials used to be special. They were called specials.
Yeah. Oh no.
Everybody knows that when you went to watch the Charlie Brown Gang, the Great Pumpkin, you'd see that rainbow word. It would say special, and it would turn to the side. It would go
Yes.
special, and you knew as a child when you saw the word in rainbow font that said special, you knew that what you were watching. It only came on once a year, so you
Yep.
would take over the bedroom TV in your mom's bedroom, and you'd watch the damn Great Pumpkin because it was on. It was special. Comedy specials were special. SummerSlam, the first. Royal Rumble, special. They were all special. It was a once in a lifetime. Vince McMahon billed it as like, this is history being made. and we're out of that now. This is not
100%.
There's no history.
I just watched Sarah Silverman told me a story about how her dad died of cancer or whatever. I was like, keep that to yourself. That's your family business. This is a special.
Why are you saying?
It's all.
He shook the baby to death. He's a monster. Your father is a monster. No.
Yeah, he didn't mention that. But
she said that in an article later, and I'm like, wow.
But it seems like they're just like, hey, I got a funny story.
It was a grandfather, I believe. Grandfather.
I'll sell this to Netflix for $2 million and just do a show at sellout, whatever.
You're a wrestling fan. What do you think about the oversaturation of product like WWE?
I mean, I get it. TKO bought it, which also owns UFC, of course. It's too much, in my opinion. So if you got SmackDown, it's 3 hours long. You got Monday Night Raw that's between 2 and 3 because it's on Netflix, and it's Netflix, and who cares how long it is. But it's leaning more towards the 2.5, 3 hours. So there's 6 right there. NXT's 2 hours on Tuesday night. And then you get the pay-per-views. So each night of SummerSlam was 3 to 3.5 hours. So there's 7 more right there. I mean, you've got to put aside an entire weekend to watch a pay-per-view now. It's a lot.
How are they capturing the attention of the youth? Because their attention span is next to nothing now. Because it's all being consumed in small. I see.
Is it an older demo, or is it gathering younger people?
I think the demo is starting to get a touch older. It's not it's probably still the 18 to 49. That's the male demographic that all the companies go after. But now the 18 to 49 is starting to have kids that are coming into the business, starting to watch it themselves. The older folk, I say older. I mean, we're both 49, so we're right at the tail end of that demographic.
You didn't never say my age again.
I apologize.
If you ever say my age again, you get the hell out of my studio. I don't let people wing around my personal
and
information.
then next year, we really won't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that
That's what
at
I'm
all.
going for. Look how crazy I'm going to look at 50.
I don't think much is going to change in a year.
Well, no. I'm doing a full year of hair and beard, and I only have.
You're doing the Larry.
July was 6 months.
But you're doing the Larry David. You get old young.
Yes.
and then
you stay old forever.
And then 20 years, like, hey, Daniel looked like he did 20 years ago.
Yeah. And then right before I die, I cut it all off.
You're like, oh,
wow. Put it back on.
I should have shaved my head like 10 years ago.
So, Jay, it's hard for me to believe, like, if my sons were into wrestling, I'd be into wrestling. And I'd love to take them to an event of wrestling because they'd have fun. Like, anything they're into, I like spending time with them.
I wished and I prayed that you would get that with your sons, but they are not hillbilly enough.
No.
I think it has to be generational.
No,
it's like baseball.
There's too much Swede in there, and you don't see a lot of Swedes loving the wrestling.
But you're going to start them young, though. 3 years old. Plop them in front of some old stuff. Plop them in front of a TLC match, and go, oh, crap.
Yeah. Guess what? They're into the NFL because that's what their old man watches. You you're into it's indoctrination.
Well, they'll be into porno.
Yeah.
Guaranteed porno watchers.
My point is, Jay, how are parents like me taking their kids like at 10 and 9 years old to a 3-hour wrestling match? Because 3 hours they're going to be like bored off their ass at 3 hours.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong because I haven't taken them to a wrestling match. You think all the kids are excited the whole time?
I'll give you all I've seen recently was Metallica, and the kids are bored, and that's Metallica, and there's pyro going off and things flying over, and it was too much. It was like these kids had been out there for 5 hours.
Yeah, it's the time span.
And if you bring them to, let's say, I believe SmackDown's going to be in Orlando late September, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 3-hour show, but there's so much downtime where there's nothing happening.
In between the matches.
In between the actual matches. In a 3-hour show, you might get 20 minutes, 25 minutes of actual wrestling. So with your boys that don't really watch wrestling, will sit there and just kind of be looking around going, well, when's it going to start up again? We're going to do a 15-minute promo. They're just yapping in the ring. And it's just so much downtime in it to get a kid who, I mean, I'm not saying they don't have a big attention span. Most kids don't.
Yeah.
But they're going to get bored as hell sitting there.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Because if there was wrestling matches the whole time, they'd be excited. But
a house show would be good. A live event where it's not televised. So that's just match. Those are the best.
Yeah, keeping it fast. Yep. That's how I saw it like that at the Eddie Graham.
I am so jealous of that.
To combat that.
Only one time. I got one with my dad.
God, I missed out on that growing up in New Hampshire.
Pretty awesome.
I'm sure the people in the wrestling industry, they're no dummies. Like, they've made a lot of money. They're trying to combat that that, and I see them bringing Logan Paul and Jelly Roll and like for a younger audience.
That's what Ghost of Manu Bull said. He said the involvement of influencers. Some guy named Kai Cenat did a few spots this year. He has I have no idea who he is, but he got a very high-pitched reaction from younger listeners and
100%.
viewers.
Yeah,
there you go.
I Show Speed, same thing.
The only problem is the majority of people just watch Logan Paul do a splash onto Jelly Roll, which, by the way, I give Jelly Roll credit
Got to.
for laying on the table and
Well
taking
done,
a
Jelly
splash
Roll.
from, I mean, Logan Paul's 250.
He's a
at
big
least,
dude.
You know, 240.
There's
like,
no way to work that. That is, I've been put through a table before too. You just lay there and the person lands on you. There's no way to work it.
Yeah.
If you saw him laying there, he's got his arms crossed like this and he's all stiffened up. It's like he knows this is about to suck
Yeah, and he
real
lifts
bad.
his legs a little too early. I was telling
Yeah.
TC, like,
Yeah.
because if you do lift up like that, it will, like, there is a correct way to land, so you're not.
You can sit up a little bit too. And
but he did, but he looked awesome. Like I like
I
giving
gave him credit for taking it. I'm like, that's pretty
I
ballsy.
think Logan Paul is a great wrestler.
Oh, he's a hell of a work. Okay, he can do the moves.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He's learning the psychology.
Okay,
When
I
they
gotcha.
brought him in the first time, they taught him how to do X, Y, and Z. He did that well. Now he can start putting a match together. Now he can start going with the psychology and actually being a true heel. He's turned into an unbelievable worker in this short amount of time.
So I kind of relate this to the X Games, and follow me with this.
Yeah.
Is like the X Games were obviously huge in the 90s, early 2000s and stuff. But then when the internet and social media, we get exposed to so many awesome tricks, one after one, and compilation videos and stuff, that when you go to the X Games, you want to see the best tricks, and there's a ton of downtime, a lot of walking to the next place, then a lot of heats, and then waiting for the next heat, and then people, and you're like, wait a minute. I wanted the compilation video of the best tricks in the world, and now I'm not getting that. So I feel like in the wrestling world, you see Logan Paul do a splash, and then people are like, oh, I want to see that. And then 3 hours of waiting to see that one splash is like, and the younger audience, I guess, is like, well, I don't want this. I want 3 hours of splash.
Yep, there was a 6.
3 hours of splash sounds glorious, man.
Right?
There was a 6-team tables, ladders, and chairs match. There was 12 guys out there, all just falling through tables and doing all these crazy spots. And it was a 20-minute just car wreck, and it was very entertaining. There was before it was Edge, Christian, Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys. They would do. There's only 3 teams, so you could do so much. Well, now there's 6 teams out there. So there's 2 teams doing something to each other, while the other 4 just laying on the ground. Then they get up, they do their thing, and then the next 2 sets of teams get
Yeah, I have
and do
noticed
something
that.
else.
It's
And
like
just,
a lot of like guys will be like incapacitated and wandering for a while, and then you'll see them like come back into the like. Yeah, I don't like that.
Like, where's this guy been for the last 8 minutes? Oh, there he
Yeah.
is. He was selling on the outside the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some info on the demographics of WWE that's actually quite interesting. Did you know that their highest growth reported last year is in that 18 to 49 demo, but ladies make up 36 to 40% of their viewing audience on Monday nights.
Huh.
Ladies are 40% of WWE's viewing, and the number 1 demo, do you guys want to guess? Tom is really good at these. Where do you think the number 1 age group is?
Men 25 to...
It's more specific, 50 plus. It is older.
Really?
Yeah, 50
Wow.
plus is they're bigger at 30%.
Yeah, because they're...
So most guys are a little older than me, which would check out. I think that checks out.
the nostalgia of
Yeah.
when wrestling was at its height.
Because when you think about it, 97, 98 Attitude Era, Stone Cold, DX, The Rock, Mankind, all these guys, 97, we were 21 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Now we're damn near 50 and we're still watching it. That's the thing. And there was a big lull in the middle where the business was garbage.
The median is your age, 43.
That makes sense.
The median age is 43.
Makes complete sense.
So
A 13,
Female
14-year-old.
viewers are 36 to 40. Black viewers, 25%, and 12% Hispanic viewers.
So I'm trying to figure it out because if this is up
Older
to
than
me,
I thought.
I'm looking at this problem, and if I was the boss, I'm like, okay, well, it's an easy fix. All right, we have the 60,000 seat stadium or whatever. Attention spans are smaller, right? Let's do this like a play, and let's shorten it down to what a movie time is, hour and 45, and then just pack
So you're
it
going to
out.
give them 90 minutes.
Yeah, just pack it in there and just rehearse it more so that all the action is packed in tight. But what I may not be realizing is, keeping people in a stadium for 3 hours it yields X amount of money because of food and drink sales.
Yeah.
And those
Merch.
breaks
What about
and
merch?
and all this stuff. So it's like we can't do that because we're going to be, basically eliminating millions in revenue. Is that the reason?
I mean, I would guess because you go WrestleMania last year was in Vegas this year again. Each day, if you're a fan that wants to go to each one of those events, you're there for 7 hours. From the time you walk in the building to the time that last bell rings, you're there for 7+ hours. Spending money. And just money's pouring in. Then they've got the fan fests. Then they've got all the merchandise all set up. It's hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, and it's just spread out over 2 days. And it's actually, if WrestleMania, it's spread out almost 5 days.
But this is how companies will render themselves obsolete because they can't give up the money and they don't change. And guess what? And over a span of time, people are like, not interested. Like, I can't go to these 3-hour events. The kids aren't interested, and the 50-year-olds die off.
Yeah.
And then who do you got? So
and a lot of times they've been doing this thing, which is
I pointed at you, Jay, by the way.
Appreciate that.
Screen
Hey,
time.
How you gonna put it?
Yeah,
at me?
but Jay's lived harder. I played golf with him. He,
Oh, you kept right up. I don't want to hear it.
yeah, but I'm a younger man. Jay.
Damn it.
Jay will party.
I think about this, and I think that what's interesting about it is wrestling to me, like where we're at now, it feels like these deals that they've made with the what matters more? Let me shorten my question. Is it it's the rights for the viewership on the big network
television
deals, right? That's where the real money is, right?
Yes, yeah. The real money is just like in the NFL. All the money is in television.
So of course, I'm answering my own question. So of course the
broadcast
no,
rights, yeah.
of course it's worse
But,
the product because they're not
But not in pay-per-view. The money's in the television for ads, and that's the thing. And if no one's watching, then the ads aren't selling. The reason why the money's in the NFL is because there's so many viewers
and people are watching.
And then in pay-per-view,
Captive
it's
audience.
direct to consumer. You're paying for that. There's no commercials in pay-per-view.
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's because they're all on Peacock now. So they're all on the Peacock streaming service. So, it's ad crazy if you don't pay the extra amount to go ad-free. So it was, between every match, there was 3-4 minutes of ads.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question, and then we'll put the same thing out to another big wrestling fan, Ghost, who's in our chat room.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys satisfied right now as wrestling viewers with the products that you're getting, or is it too much? Because I know he's more AEW, but I think he likes wrestling in general. And I know you're more of a WWE guy, but you like wrestling in general.
Mm-hmm.
Are you satisfied, or is it just like, is it enough? Is enough? Are the storylines good? Like, where are we at?
The product now, the actual presentation of the product now is better than it has been in the last 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, the best thing about it is you can pick and choose what you want to watch. Okay, so let's just say I want to skip Raw Monday night. I don't have time to watch it.
And I've been watching NXT. It's all I've been having time for because it's one of the shorter shows.
Exactly.
It's a once a week deal, and I'll put it on Maisie and I'll watch some of the ladies wrestling.
The women in NXT are absolutely fantastic.
They go, right?
No, they're some of the best in-ring work female-wise is in NXT.
And it means something to Maisie for some reason if I say, hey, they're right up the road doing that.
And
like
you
when
know.
I tell her, I'm like, hey, they're in Orlando. You know those girls are in Really? They're in Orlando?
But Jay, you've already been indoctrinated into
yeah.
wrestling. You'll like it until you die.
Of course, right.
So,
How do you get the new guy?
So your opinion on it is skewed
Or
by
I can like it
indoctrination.
more or less. I mean, there was a span in there from probably 2001 to about 2010. It was garbage.
Yeah,
absolute
you're right.
garbage. I mean, maybe not that exact time frame, but it was terrible. It was tough to watch. So I can choose as a consumer. Do I want to skip Monday Night Raw this time and not watch it and just get a recap and be caught up in 10 minutes? Like you said, TikTok clips, Instagram, stuff like that.
Ghost
I can catch
agrees
up.
it's a good time to be a wrestling fan because you can get everything. I have some channels on YouTube TV that I don't even like. I get like New Japan Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
That where it's like they'll be playing like something I wandered into. I had no business watching. It was like it was some sort of bloody match, and it was all Japanese wrestlers. There's some channel that Maisie and I were watching, and it was just like looked like a gore match.
It's all just death match stuff.
Yeah, me and Maisie watch death matches. We watch death matches.
They go hard over there.
And now maybe the mean age is 43, so maybe you have a bunch of wrestling fan dads that are watching wrestling that are indoctrinating their kids, their young kids. But I don't think you can get, like, let's say a kid that hasn't been exposed to wrestling at all, and he's 15 years old, right? Which is a peak time for a boy in wrestling, right? I remember
you sound like
middle
Jerry
school.
Jones there.
Yeah.
Peak time for a boy.
Can you sell that 15-year-old wrestling right now without any indoctrination would he be interested? Because I think that would be a hard sell.
I think you're right. It could be.
Well, fighting, I think, just right off the rip.
It's got fighting. It's got good-looking
No,
people.
but like right off the rip, when I see young people now, like they don't seem as like into like when I was growing up, it was G.I. Joes and wrestling figures and guns.
Yeah.
And we were all in it. I'm like, guns! Wrestlers, Spider-Man, Superman, Spider-Man, guns! Kill! And then planes, trains, automobiles, dropping bombs. And then now when I see kids, I'll meet a kid, I'll be like, how old are you? 15. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. Hi, I like cooking, you know. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's not. It's
War and Peace. Where's your gun?
I like playing piano. I like music.
You're right.
I like if there's different interests, it's not the same. Like I was all G.I.
My
Joes.
sons barely play guns. Like they have swords.
I was all guns. I was sword for life, man.
I got a back of guns. Guns out. The more real, the better.
Oh my
I would
God.
pull them out. I'm like, I want to pull this out of a gun.
My dad and I would we'd pull the orange part off my gun. My dad would be like, they put an orange thing on there. That's for pussy.
I'm gonna rob a 7-Eleven. My sons have never thought about robbing a 7-Eleven with a fake gun.
But it does seem like if I meet a young boy now, like I met a lot of young boys at the Mo skating event, right? Shook their hands, saw their dads, saw their moms, talked to them. Not many of them, if I'm profiling them, which I think we all do, I don't look at them I'm like, I don't see a lot of wrestling guys there. Like, it's all 50-year-old men that are in wrestling.
There's too many options of stuff to watch. I mean, literally, when we were 15 years old, you had cartoons.
Endless
you had wrestling
anime
on
now.
Saturday
Endless
morning.
anime now.
Oh, yeah. My son, I don't even know how my sons got into anime, but they love it more than anything. And that's like,
well, they've got over 100 years of videos to go back through and watch now. I mean, there's just so much historical anime to watch.
And that wasn't indoctrination. That's just something that sparked they got into.
That's kind of cool that they just wandered into anime. I think that's cool.
And I was watching it, and I'm like, what is this?
It's a tentacle, goddamn tentacle man.
I understand it, but it's like, I'm
tentacle
like,
man jumps on a motorcycle man, a clown man.
I'm like, it's no Darkwing Duck.
Exactly.
But some of that, I mean, they got big, they're chopping their heads off.
Let's get some SpongeBob up in here. Sandy Squirrel.
So I think they have a huge battle in front of them trying to maintain this media form. And like, is it going to be around in 50 years? I know that's kind of ridiculous to say, but I'm like a long enough time frame when the Jays of the world
here's what I want
are gone, and it's like, are there going to be enough people, or is they going to have to shrink down to way smaller?
Here's what's going to happen. Eventually, robotic technology and AI will get so good that we will have full-born AI wrestler humanoids that will fight to the death.
Okay, yes.
That we will get to watch. I mean when the ladies wrestle, and I mean when the lady robots wrestle, they'll rip each other's tits off. I had to say it because it had to be said. But they'll
Where
do
do
it.
I buy tickets to this?
They'll do it. You know what gorillas do when they see genitalia? I'm talking, we're going to see some real Tom and Dan's humanoid fight.
I'm there for that with my son. So I'm like, rip those tits.
I'm ringing out to that from a distance.
I almost chatted it with you to give myself more work today.
You're right. I think we figured it out. We solved wrestling. We solved it. That's how to keep it alive.
We've cracked the code, boys.
That's how you do it, Jay. It just took you getting here to unlock our ideas.
That's it.
You're the key. We're the locks.
We're all one-third in this thing.
What's the next big wrestling event, Jay, after SummerSlam?
Oh, hell. They're all happen all the time. Survivor Series. War games where they put 2 rings and put a big old cage around both rings.
Kids don't want war games. I just went through that with you guys. War is scary. The war in Ukraine, terrifying. Gaza, terrifying. When
did they start working with Roblox and things like brands like that and like Fortnite?
They already are.
They already are.
Yeah, there was Fortnite was on the ring,
dude.
on the canvas.
Are you crazy?
Night.
Fortnite?
I don't know.
I think Fortnite was like in line to work with WWE like day one. They're like, sign us up.
Listen,
but is there any Fortnite characters? Like,
I play Fortnite. I'm a child. I don't care. Undertaker.
Oh my God, did you see Tom's face when you said that? He was like,
Undertaker,
it's
John
like he just
Cena.
revealed that you're the strangler.
That's fine. Undertaker, John Cena, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair are already characters you can play. You can use them as playable characters.
Oh, in Fortnite.
In Fortnite.
No, but what I'm saying is there's no person that's kind of like taken some sort of inspiration from a Fortnite character and use that for their own human character.
No.
Like in
No.
Not
But
yet.
that happened back in the day when we had like who was the guy that was like a Mortal Kombat
Glacier.
Glacier. Yeah, Glacier he was supposed to be
Sub-Zero?
like Sub-Zero.
He spent $500,000 on his entrance, and he lasted about 3 months, and everyone stopped caring.
He still does it too.
He does.
He's still
Yep.
he'll still go to conventions in the full, and he's like, he's a bigger Glacier now.
He's more like an iceberg now.
We'll be right back.
Jay, thanks for coming in for the
nice
segment.
job,
Thank you, boys.
buddy.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
you being here.
helping us solve wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah, we did
Cracked
it.
the code,
Common
baby.
dads to the death humanoid fights with nudity.
Rip those,
Yeah, rip them.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.